We're going to go through how to fill out your Discover Science and Maths Award application. At this stage, you will have registered for the awards, received your confirmation email, and clicked the link in this email to log into Sesame. When you have logged in, you'll see this homepage, and you can create your application for this year by clicking on the option to create either a certificate or a plaque of STEM application. For this tutorial, we will be creating a plaque application. To begin your application, you will input and review your school details. All of the boxes here must be filled in order to continue on with your application. If you answer yes to the question, has your school been awarded a plaque of STEM previously, another question will pop up which asks if your school would be interested in participating in the third level of the awards, the SFI Badge of Excellence, and you can select yes or no. Please note that if the number of students or classes participating is larger than the total number, you will not be able to continue. If you are applying for the plaque of STEM, the number of classes who have participated must be at least half of the total number of classes in the school. For a certificate, a minimum of 2 classes must participate. Please double check that the school name as listed on this form is correct, as this is what will be printed on your award plaque or certificate. So in our example, this is Dublin School. If the name is incorrect, you can edit this by ticking no following the question labelled, "Is your school name correct?" above, and type the correct name into the Update Your School Name box below. So we are changing this to Dublin Junior School. Once your school details are correct, click the blue Continue button at the bottom of the screen. You can now begin to fill out the details of your activities and upload your evidence for each section. You will note that you can now also see the form in full, and you can click on the tab for any step to go to that section of the form. For now, we will begin to fill out Step 1, Science. For each section or curriculum strand below, you will need to select what type of activity you carried out from the drop-down menu, or input details of the activity into the text box. For example, for living things, we will write that second class grew vegetables in the school garden. You will see below each box that these boxes have a word count of 50, and you will not be able to continue if you exceed this. For the science activities, we will select that we took part in Science Week from the drop-down box. Once you have filled in details for each of the required activities, next you will need to upload your evidence for Step 1. The first option here is to add a URL to your evidence on your school blog or website. It is ideal to have a separate page on your site for each step, with the evidence clearly labelled. Please make sure that your link leads directly to the relevant evidence and not to your school's homepage or social media pages. Please also make sure that the link is publicly accessible and does not require a login or password to view. Up to 5 URLs can be added, but you do not need to fill out all 5. If your evidence is all contained on one page, one link to this page will suffice. The second option is to upload your log of evidence. We would recommend having one document for each step, containing the relevant evidence for this step clearly labelled. You can click the blue Upload button to begin. Supported file types that you can upload include PDFs, PowerPoints, and Word documents. Seesaw pages can be uploaded but must be saved in a PowerPoint format. Here we can click the blue Folder button to choose which file we would like to upload, and as you can see, we will be uploading our Step 1 Science PowerPoint containing our log for this step. You can select your file, click Open, and then you'll be able to see the upload progress. Once the upload is completed, it will appear here. The maximum file size that can be uploaded is 2 GB, and a maximum of 5 files can be uploaded for each step. As mentioned previously, we would recommend collating your evidence into one file for each step. When you close this box, you'll be able to see your uploaded file at the bottom of the page. If you would like a template for filling out your log of evidence, you can download one from primaryscience.ie or contact us at primaryscience@sfi.ie to request the template. When you finish Step 1, you can fill out the other 4 steps in the same way. If at any point during your application you need to take a break and come back to it later, you can click the Save Draft button at the bottom of the screen. When you log back into Sesame at a later time, you can continue your application where you left off. Once you have filled out details of your activities and uploaded your evidence for all 5 steps, you can click into the Confirmation tab. Here you must tick both boxes and you are ready to submit your application to your principal for approval. When you click Submit to Principal, your principal will be notified via email. Clicking on the link contained in this email will allow your principal to view and review your school's application. After reviewing, your principal can either approve the application or provide feedback. It is very important to follow up with your principal to ensure that they have approved the application, as the application cannot be completed and submitted to SFI without principal approval. A pop-up box will appear just to confirm that you want to submit your application to your principal, and you will click Yes. If your principal doesn't receive their principal approval email and it is not appearing in either their inbox or spam or junk folder, please contact us by email for assistance. Once your application is approved by your principal, you can then log in and submit your application to SFI and your application is complete. If you are completing a certificate of STEM, you will fill out your form in exactly the same way. If you are completing the Badge of Excellence, you will fill each step out alongside the pre-badge section and the full badge form. The pre-badge form can be seen here. You can input your outcomes and reasons for your chosen outcomes here. When you are ready to submit this, you can click the Submit Pre-Badge button at the bottom of the screen. You will also be able to see the full badge form, which you will fill out following completion of the 5 steps. Again, you can input details into the text boxes here. For the reflection section, there are 3 options. If you choose Links to Video, a field will appear in which you can enter URLs, as we demonstrated earlier in the video. If you click Upload Video Files or Slideshow/Presentation, you can click the blue button to upload files in the same way we demonstrated previously. If you need any guidance on filling out this form, please contact your designated Badge Facilitator. And if you have any general queries on the badge or on this form, you can contact the DPSM team by email. You can find further information on the Discover Science and Maths Awards along with classroom activities for each step at primaryscience.ie. And if you have any questions, you can contact us at primaryscience@sfi.ie.